one of the things that I enjoy about this work is, not only the science and the curiosity of figuring out how nature works, but the challenge of being able to work in the marine environment and figure out how you can pry the data from nature's grasp, to be able to work underwater and in an environment that's not natural to us presents novel challenges in its own right. And I find that enjoyable, as well as figuring out how the fish grow and use habitat, just being able to get in the environment and work with the fish where they live. I grew up in the Midwest, Wisconsin and Illinois, and I was actually in graduate school before I ever saw the ocean. So it's pretty strange to think that a kid from the flatlands can be making his living doing science on the ocean. When we're in the field, we count fish visually, do a census of the fish that are living on the reef, we measure them, right? We look at various tissues of the fish to find out how well they're doing, how well they're growing. We also monitor their movement, and to do that, we'll implant tags, surgically implant tags into their body cavity that sends off a signal that we can receive electronically and figure out where the fish is as it's moving around the seafloor. The activity in the field generates the data that we then bring back to the office, to the laboratory, and we analyze it statistically. We look at the numbers and we figure out the patterns and try to find out from the numbers that we collect in the field whether our hypotheses about how the animals behave and use habitat were correct. So there's really three exciting parts to the research. The first is actually figuring out the questions to ask and figuring out how to go about answering those questions. The second part is going out in the field and figuring out how to actually execute it. How can you make it work in the field in an alien environment, right? And then once you have the data, the exciting part is getting back into the laboratory, into the office, analyzing the data to find out if how you thought the world works is actually the way it happens. I get up and go to work, and sometimes I don't even believe it's a job. It's not an occupation. It's just something that I get paid to do this. To go out and actually figure out how nature works and work in an environment that I find fascinating and challenging. Life doesn't get much better than that.